We spent about 5 hours in Key West, and in this video, we'll give our thoughts and opinions on some of the tourist spots, but in this video, we'll also be doing a Groupon review for the Miami double-decker bus. We have been wanting to visit Key West for a while now, and they currently have a Groupon for a Key West day trip, and we thought instead of driving back and forth from Miami or staying overnight and paying for an expensive hotel, we would take the bus and see how this experience is. The Miami double-decker bus picks you up from Lincoln Road, which for us is about like a 15-minute drive. If you're a tourist and you're staying already on Miami Beach, it's pretty perfect and convenient. And if you're already staying in Miami and you've been thinking about visiting Key West, this is a great option so you can just take a little day trip and come back. We figured that taking a bus on the way back, especially from Key West to Miami, would be especially convenient because after spending hours in the sun and drinking and walking around, I feel like the 3.5-hour drive back would be pretty exhausting. So the bus ride was a great idea so you could just like knock out and get back home. You have to meet at 6:30 a.m., which for us is very early. The bus leaves between 6:45 and 7 o'clock, and they were not kidding. They left exactly at 7, so do not be late. There is one rest stop in Key Largo, about like an hour-and-a-half drive from Miami. It was at a McDonald's and it was a 30-minute break where you could eat or use the bathroom, and there's a dollar store right next to the McDonald's. So instead of going to McDonald's, we went to the dollar store and used the bathroom there. It was much faster and much more convenient, and we could get snacks and drinks, and there was barely no line. Going from Miami to Key West really does have some beautiful views, so if you're not sleeping the entire time, you can totally take advantage of that. For our Key West trip, we decided not to do any water activities because we only had 5 hours and we wanted to explore and see what Key West has to offer, not spend 3 of those hours in the water. But yes, of course, Key West is famous for their water activities. Jet skiing, snorkeling, you can go on glass bottom boat tours, there's parasailing, there's so many options for water sports. And the Miami double-decker bus company, they do offer you to buy the excursions through them, and that way you can plan your trip with them as well. We also debated about seeing Robert the Doll because that was something that I had wanted to do originally. It kind of freaked me out, and I decided that not this trip. Maybe in the future trip we'll do some water activities and we'll see Robert the Doll. We arrived at Key West at 11:30 a.m. and they told us that we would be leaving by 5:30. They dropped us off in a very convenient location that is close to Duval Street and close to like pretty much everything. The cool part about Key West is that everything really is kind of within a half-hour distance from each other. Where they dropped us off at is also where they picked us up, and they gave us a clear time to come back, and we knew we had about 5.5 hours to explore Key West. And the spot they dropped us off also was close to a coffee spot that's very popular called the Cuban Coffee Queen, which I highly recommend getting some Cuban coffee if you have not tried it while you're in Miami or if you're in Key West, because Cuban coffee is the best coffee. The Coffee Queen is also next to a spot where they have a ton of Key West souvenirs and little shops where you can go buy some gifts before you leave. They have mugs and hats and bathing suits and bathing suit cover-ups, and they have like everything you could think of, so if you're missing something right there, you can grab everything you probably need. We got our cortaditos, cheers, Cuban coffee in Key West. So we have our coffee. We can go on a 24 minute walk to the next destination we wanted to go to, which is called what? The Green
Note?
The place is called Green Note, I believe, something like that. And they have croque madames that look so good that I saw online, so that's what we're having for breakfast. And we're gonna go through Duval Street in order to get there, so we get to finally check out Duval Street. And everything in Key West is like walking distance mostly. I mean, you can rent bikes and there are trolleys that take you to places, but I just feel like everything is pretty much like
half hour, the
like,
furthest?
The furthest is half an hour away, so.
At least everything we wanted to do.
Yeah.
Walk to the Robert the Doll Museum, that's probably like an hour walk or something.
Yeah, we debated about the Robert the Doll thing. I don't think we're gonna do it this time around, but maybe in the future. There are a lot of ways to get around Key West. Obviously you can walk, and everything is within a 30-minute walk or so, but there is trolleys, you could rent bikes, you can rent scooters, there's plenty of hop on, hop off options. There is the conch train, and I believe that one you do not hop on, hop off. I believe that one you just stay the whole time on, and it kind of takes you around and shows you everything. Made it to Duval Street. We got Whistle Bar right here in the bowl. We will be exploring Duval Street more soon.
After lunch.
After we get our croque madame. Apparently right there is the oldest house in Key West, and there's like a little museum to go along with it. Wicked Lick ice cream right here, nitrogen ice cream. That sounds tempting. Duval Street is a downtown street in Key West that runs north and south from the Gulf of Mexico to the Atlantic Ocean, and it's about 1.25 miles in length. Along that street, you can find a ton of shops, restaurants, bars, ice cream shops, and there's plenty of food options. It's really a cute area to explore, whether it's daytime or nighttime. I had seen a TikTok of a restaurant called La Grignote. I believe I'm saying it right. It is a French bakery. I saw a video of their croque madame and it looked so good that we decided that was what we're gonna do for breakfast or lunch. We ordered the croque madame and mimosas, lavender mimosas.
Yeah.
That's fun. We got our lavender mimosas. Cheers. It's nice. The idea of a lavender mimosa sounded really fun, but unfortunately when you get to the bottom of the glass, you can taste all the lavender syrup that they put in there, and it was kind of gross. A lot of the bars and restaurants on Duval Street have a really nice view, an outside little porch area where you can kind of hang out, and I did like where we sat. Well, this almost reminds me more of like a croque madame eggs benedict.
Yeah.
I don't know if they put it, I know that we told them we're splitting it, so maybe that's why they put it. I don't know if this is how it comes naturally.
It said 2 poached eggs.
Oh, it's like that? Okay. So I didn't know if this is how it usually is, but the picture I saw looked a little different, but it does look good, so. We were expecting the egg to be runny, and I think the choice they made of the sourdough bread was kind of inconvenient because like the bread was tough and hard to chew through or cut through, and their bechamel sauce was not my favorite. Nope, a little hard-boiled. Honestly, we weren't super impressed with that croque madame.
No.
The egg wasn't runny. It was,
the bechamel
was not like runny either. Like it wasn't like, I don't know, it just meh. Okay, so next up we're going to the buoy sign, the southernmost point buoy sign that everybody who comes here has to take. It's what you do as a tourist. It's a must. And here the line begins to take the photo, which I don't think is that bad. I've seen it worse in photos before. It's not that bad. We'll time it out and see how long it takes. One thing we had to see was the southernmost point buoy. From that buoy, you are 90 miles away from Cuba, which is crazy. And it is the lowest latitude land of North American states. It is 18 feet above sea level. Almost there. Okay, update. It took us about like 15-20 minutes in total. We're about to get there, so depends on the day. All right, we got the picture with the buoy. Check that off the list.
Yep.
Now we gotta go find mile marker 0. Because that's pretty cool. Like the fact that we're gonna be in the mile marker 0. Like, gotta take a picture of that. I gotta show that at least. And then we're gonna see the Hemingway house, which is really cool because I don't think we're gonna go inside and do the whole tour and all that, but I just wanna see it and I wanna see the cats. Apparently the cats have 6 toes. So I gotta see that. I almost bought a hat because I felt like I needed a hat, like a Key West hat, and now I really wish I had one, you know. And there we see the Key West lighthouse, so that's exciting. And here's the Hemingway house. Found a cat. I don't know if I can tell with this one little paw that's showing. Is that 6 toes?
On your way.
Hi, are you a model? Do you have 6 toes? You're so pretty.
5, I don't know.
But he's so cute. Let's see his little paws. I don't know, can you tell? Okay, well bye. Bye, Mr. Hemingway cat. The Hemingway house is also worth checking out if you have the time and you can explore the actual museum and the inside. But since we were a little tight with time, we kind of had to keep going, and we had another museum that we wanted to check out. Okay, this house knows how to party. Look at the roof. Hemingway's cottage. Oh my god, look at this.
They were saying something in the metal.
They got trident. It must be so cool to like live in a house right here in Key West by the water. We found a bar and we're gonna get a little drinky. We're in the Green Parrot. They got live music here. Obviously we're a little too early, but this spot would be cool to check out at night if we were here at night. Cheers! Apparently this bar has been around since 1890 and is the first and last bar on U.S.A. We made it to mile 0, end of U.S.A. Ta-da! course, when you're in Key West, you definitely want to check out mile marker 0, and that is another really cool spot that you gotta take a picture with, or at least see. Found the floppiest hat. Wait. Should I get it?
How much is it?
This is crazy. I mean, I think it's kind of cool. No, but I seriously bought the hat, so we're doing this now. I'm committing to it. It's fine. This is normal. I'm very protected from the sun. We're at the conch shack, and we're gonna try the best conch fritters ever, according to them. So let's see. All right, best conch fritters ever. Conch fritters were the thing that we were very curious about trying in Key West, and honestly, I don't know if we just went to the wrong spot, but those conch fritters were overcooked and chewy, and the key lime sauce that went with it was delicious, but the actual conch fritter itself, we've tried better ones before, so that was a little disappointing. Let's try this again. The first bite was too hot. Still a little too hot. Honestly, the conch fritters were not that great. The key lime sauce was delicious, but I don't know.
A little too tough.
Yeah, not impressed. On to the next one. While you're in Key West, another spot that you should check out is Mallory Square. It's a plaza that is located on the waterfront of Key West's Old Town, and it's adjacent to the cruise ship port. We're at Mallory Square, and we found the Shipwreck Treasure Museum. So let's see. Let's check it out. In Mallory Square is the Key West Shipwreck Museum, which was definitely on our list to check out. The museum itself is full of artifacts from the shipwreck Isaac Allerton, and it is salvaged from when it sank in 1856, and it was rediscovered in 1985. It was the richest shipwreck in Key West history. Okay, the entrance.
It smells like pirates.
Definitely feels like Pirates of the Caribbean. I guess you watch a movie here.
We'll watch a little DVD.
But the movie's over, so we missed it. It is really cool to see all the artifacts and all the stuff they salvaged from that shipwreck, but it is a very small, short museum. There is not a ton to see. If you're really interested in it, I highly suggest checking Groupon. Unfortunately, we did not realize this till afterwards that there was a Groupon, and tickets were $8.99 instead of, I believe, $16 that we paid. I think it is totally worth checking out, especially if you're gonna get the Groupon and spend $8.99, but I think the $16 price is just a little steep considering how short of the museum experience it was. I think it was 5 to 10 minutes in total, including the lookout tower, and definitely check Groupon for other things that you can do in Key West, because when I was on there, I also saw that the conch train, I believe, and the trolley was on there as well. So if you want to take advantage and get cheaper prices, Groupon is your friend. It's weird because in real life, you see it like looking really good, but then on here it just looks like a big glow.
Right, Disney does better.
But I swear, you can see it in real life. We're right here. And this is what 1855 Key West used to look like. Which is really cool to think of. And to see how much it's changed. Here's the lookout tower. And I think the museum's done. What the heck? Or is there still more? So let's go all the way up. Okay, so how much was it again per person?
16.
16 per person. And the museum aspect of it, like the museum part was like
10 minutes?
under 10 minutes. Then you get this nice view, which is probably to me like the coolest part, is getting to come up to the tower and see the view. But I feel like there's not a lot, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like a fair price would have been $8.
Yeah,
you know?
But to keep this place up and running, I mean,
know, I get that.
It makes sense, you know?
Yeah. And now we gotta go back down. Going down is much easier and faster than going up. Still a little more extra here before you exit, so at least that's a good thing. If we were staying later than 5:30, I would totally want to do this. Ghost and Gravestones tour. That is fun. By the way, I've gotten a lot of compliments on my hat. Just saying. Right here is Kermit's, which is famous for their key lime everything. And obviously when we're in Key West, we need to try key lime pie and key lime things. So here's Kermit's Key West Lime Shop. Ooh, key lime pie on a stick. Definitely check out Kermit's Key West Lime Shop because it is the best key lime pie that we have tried, but they also had a ton of options for other key lime things, whether it's key lime cookies or marinades or dressings or salsas or sauces. They have so many options that I think it's worth checking out for sure. Okay, when in Key West, you must try the key lime pie. Yep. This is a must when you're here. Cheers. This is one of the best key lime pies I've ever tried. 10 out of 10, would recommend. It looks like it might rain, but you know what? I got a giant hat to protect me from the rain. It's all good. It's just the sky is looking a little gloomy. Here they do the glass bottom boat tours, and then over here is like a little pier. It's called Sunset Pier, and they got live music. Alright, we got some pina coladas. Whoop, don't spill it. Cheers. Oh wow. One thing that's definitely worth checking out is the Sunset Pier. Unfortunately, we were not there during the sunset, so we couldn't watch the sunset from there. I've seen pictures and videos and it looks like such a gorgeous view. But in general, the view there was nice. They had live music and drinks and food, and it's just like a nice place to hang out. We're drinking our pina coladas and listening to salsa music by the water. Pretty good, can't complain. All right, next stop, we're going to the Key West First Legal Rum Distillery. Another thing that's really cool to check out is the Key West First Legal Rum Distillery. They have free tours where they can explain to you the whole process of how they make their rum, and then they let you sample the rum as well, so that's pretty nice.
As a true still, it now will be a stripping still. We're going to strip the alcohol from the wash. The wash is coming over a dark brown color. Steam comes up, hits the plate, forced into bubbles, and that bursts. That steam rises to the next chamber.
The trip has come to an end and we're heading back to the bus. But I think we're all sweaty and exhausted.
Yeah.
So now we get to sleep on the bus. Overall, our day trip to Key West using the Mammy double-decker bus was totally worth it. We had a great time. It was nice and short and sweet. We definitely had enough time to explore, and of course, if we ever come back, maybe we'll do some other things that we plan to do. For what we wanted to do, it was the perfect amount of time. The bus ride was nice on the way back to sleep. If you're coming to visit Miami and you've been thinking about visiting Key West, you can take advantage and get the best of both worlds, and while you're already on Mammy Beach, get the Groupon for Mammy double-decker bus and take the bus over to Key West and take a little 5-hour day trip. You'll definitely have some fun. Let us know if you've been to Key West and what you thought of it and what was your favorite part. See you again soon for more Mammy tourism videos. Toodaloo!